Welcome back to Dean of the Moment. You saw the title. It's about Econ in your senior year of high school. Cause that's me. And I just wanted to talk about something that hit super duper close to me. The characteristics of successful entrepreneurs. Cause every time I'm doing my notes and I'm writing stuff down and I'm listening to my, textbook with my speakers, I think, hey, what did I just read? What did I just hear? Why am I writing this down? Cause this one was talking about entrepreneurs, and I can't help but feel like it glosses over some really important details. That, for example, the poster child entrepreneur that the textbook cites is Bill Gates, co-founder of Microsoft, who in the 1970s, when he was just 19 years old, realized that personal computers were super duper important and started the company Microsoft. But it doesn't talk about the fact that Bill Gates had access to resources and opportunities that no other normal fella had, and if it could have been anyone, right? That anyone with the same resources, or anyone, with the same aptitudes as Bill Gates, and the same resources and personal computers and whatever, what I'm saying is that entrepreneurs, they may contribute super awesome things to us, like my computer's running on Windows 10, but that doesn't mean that they're gods, they're just folks, they're just people who, this is important, always want to profit. I don't get why this textbook is talking about how entrepreneurs are ambitious, they're confident, they're taking risks, and they persevere when they're always persevering towards something that's profitable. And I may hear folks here saying, well, Dean, that kind of makes sense, profiting is how we improve society. I would argue not. When our society is geared towards maximizing profit, it tends towards things that are unethical. Child labor, longer hours, maximizing the amount of work a worker has to do, and minimizing the amount of pay and compensation they get back from it. And that just begs the question, why aren't they receiving all of the fruits of their labor, of their work, Because an entrepreneur, this was a huge, conversation I was having. Entrepreneurs aren't the ones who are actually doing work, not in the same fashion that, a factory producer will do work, or not in the same fashion that an Amazon delivery fellow will do work. It's on different scales, and it doesn't seem like it's equally, or it's not proportionally related. They're not proportional to each other, An Amazon worker who's, pooping in bags and pissing in bottles is, in my mind, going to be doing exponentially more work, but get exponentially less money and compensation, with respect to, Jeff Bezos or any other executive officer of Amazon. And that irks me because an entrepreneur, sure, they take risks, but all that they're risking, this was an argument that I heard from Hakim, linked to his YouTube channel down below. An entrepreneur is only risking becoming another worker unto everyone else, And I don't see, what are they risking if not, just becoming a normal fella, working debt off, working healthcare off, working whatever necessities that they need. Because entrepreneurs, they're up here in wealth and opportunities, and workers, they have no other choice. I love this analogy. You put a fish on land, it's gonna drown. You put a worker in a capitalist society, and they're gonna drown unless they don't work. Drown in debt, drown in bills, drown in transportation, all these other things. And I don't feel like we place enough value on workers as a whole, and our value is placed significantly unproportionally on entrepreneurs. Sure, you can say, oh, well, without entrepreneurs, we wouldn't have computers, but I would also argue, with entrepreneurs, we have computers that fail early. We have medicine research going towards acne, another example from Hakim, and other things that are profitable, but, that we can probably all collectively agree aren't actually socially good. And, Econ just boils my blood. If you agree with any of this, I would totally recommend you just, keep thinking critically about this stuff. Critically not in terms of like hard thinking. Well, hard thinking is solid, but critically as in criticizing where the material is going, what the implications are, and being critical of all that. Otherwise, thank you and take care. Good night.